Hi, this is Samia from Henna Fixation with your dose of Henna Fix, and today we're learning how to become henna pros. I think the only way to cover this vast topic is by doing it in a multi-series format. And the reason is, well, there's several of them. The first one being that I am still learning. There are many things that I have not yet faced, and there are many things that I have faced, and there are many things I'm going to learn from my successes and my failures. So I want to be sure to teach you everything I know. And secondly, I don't want to bore you with a lot of information, because there is a lot of information when you're taking a hobby or an interest and turning it into a career. We can't really begin to talk about any career without discussing the skills that are involved in making that career. And so in this first part of the series, I'm going to talk about your skill level while doing henna. Firstly, I honestly want to say that the henna community that I have experienced in North America through online exposure as well as in-person exposure has been a very positive experience. Whether it's online or in different conferences around the States throughout the year, I've only met positive people who are ready to share their information and their wealth of knowledge, even if they are beginners or if they're advanced. So this henna community that I've been exposed to is a beautiful experience, and I think it's something that I am blessed and I feel that I need to cherish, because there's some people I've met from different industries who say that there's so much competition and there's so much negativity amongst each other. Although I have to be 100% honest that it is not always the case. 99% of the time it is the case. But that 1% of the time, you may find yourself with an artist who is not only undermining your work, but is being malicious towards your business. And this is unfortunate, but there's some people out there who are always going to have that thought in their hearts. And you just have to move on from that. Honestly, you have to say, okay, I'm going to put that behind you. I'm going to focus on the work, and I'm going to focus on the overwhelmingly largely positive henna community. And so if you're really thinking of becoming a profession in this field, then I want to welcome you into our world, which is just amazingly awesome. Because of this beautiful relationship within our community, I think it is even more important to evaluate your skill as the henna artist. One thing to remember is that your level of skill does not necessarily correlate to how many years you have been doing henna. You may have been doing henna for 5 or 10 years. And suddenly you open a design book or a portfolio from another artist and their work is phenomenal, even though they have been doing henna for only a year. It really does not matter how many years you have under your belt. What matters is the quality of your work. And that should be the determining factor, which will help you decide whether you really should take your henna to a professional level, or should you postpone that just for a little bit longer. There's several different ways which you can use to decide whether your work is ready for the professional setting. The first way you can use is to just simply ask. But hang on, one of the most important thing is, who are you asking? If you're gonna ask your family or your best friends, there is a high probability that they're going to just love your work regardless of how bad it is. Let's be honest, they love you, they admire you, they want to push you towards success, and they're honestly going to say, you've got what it takes, go ahead and do it. But is that really true? So the people that you want to ask are the people who are trained to look at the henna artistry in a professional way, who can recognize a good work from a bad work, and who are going to be honest with you. They don't have to be rude, but they surely do have to be honest. So when you ask them, they can say, hey, I don't know if you're ready because I'm looking at your designs and I'm noticing this, this, or that. Find somebody who's going to be honest with you, who has an eye for an art. And in this day and age of technology, it is so easy to get in touch with people around the world. I love Instagram for this. So you are not doing henna professionally at this point, but you do henna here and there. What you can do is you can open up an Instagram account and post your pictures, because if you are thinking of being professional in this field, then you're ready to share your work with the world. This is not only going to help you decide whether you should be going professionally into the henna field, but it's also going to increasing your confidence into sharing your work with the rest of the world. So open up the Instagram account, link up with other artists, and ask for their criticism. Like I said, most of the artists that I have met are very nice and very welcoming. Approach them, send them a message, contact them in any way possible and say, I'm looking for some critiques. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this yet. What do you think? and give them the proper respect. Ask them in a way that you know is going to be welcomed by them, and you might be surprised. They might actually give you a really good advice, and they might actually become your mentor. So open up the Instagram account and start posting pictures and networking with other henna artists. Second way that you can possibly learn if your work is ready to be taken into a career is by comparing it and judging it yourself. So this is the way that I would recommend. You find an artist online that you really admire and you look up to. You look at the quality of their work. Take notes. What do you like about their work? What is it that stands out to you? And then go to another henna artist who isn't really that good, is good enough, but is really not that good. Look at their work and see what is missing from that work and what do you like about it. And then take those notes and compare it to your own design. Take your best design and see, okay, this is the best work I can do. Where does it land on this spectrum? Is it leaning more towards the side of a really good henna artist, or is it leaning more towards the side of an okay henna artist? It is alright to be judgmental towards the quality of their work. Honestly, you can look at my work and be as judgmental as you want. Because my portfolio is online to be judged, to be looked at, and people can look at my designs and decide if they want to hire me as the henna artist or not. That is totally okay. That is the purpose. You just want to be respectful whenever you're voicing out your opinions. One thing to remember, however, is that the professional henna artist or the amazing henna artist you might be admiring has been doing henna for maybe 10, 15, 30 years. So at that time, you want to be a little bit forgiving to yourself. That person has been doing henna for a long time. You're not going to achieve that level of experience in the short amount of time. So be forgiving, be realistic, and most importantly, look at their composition. See how their work is flowing, see how their line quality is, and compare those things to your work. Like I said, be forgiving. It is not going to be perfect, but it's definitely going to give you some sort of an idea of where you land on the scale of henna as a hobbyist and henna as a professional. A bonus thing that will come out of that is actually you will start to improve your work. So when you're going to really look at other henna artists and see what their strengths are, you're going to start to apply it to your own work, and that is going to be an added benefit. So after you have decided where you land in your work, whether you're ready to be professional or you still should extend that for a little while, you have to commit to continuous improvements. So whether you're going to start taking henna as a professional career or not, you are making a commitment at that point that you're going to be continuously improving. You're going to be continuously putting time and effort into making your work be better than it was before. You're going to hold yourself to a high standard. If you really want to be successful in something, you have to be willing to put in the work. It is not going to come easily. There might be a lot of struggles you will face, and that is more than normal. That is completely human. You're going to fail sometimes and you're going to succeed sometimes, but in the end, you're going to always learn something. I do have a video which I talk to you about how to exactly improve your artwork. You can learn to become better following the advices in that video, and that will help you to really get better every single day. One thing that I recommend is to practice every single day, whether it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You are saying that you're becoming professional, so now you're going to give your career, whether it's part-time or full-time, enough attention so that it improves, and everybody who's sitting in front of you is going to get the best work that you can possibly offer. Anyone who is approaching you for your henna expertise should be confident in saying that your work deserves to be charged, that you're giving them the best possible work that you can do, and that you're going to be as professional as you possibly can. I think this about covers the first part of this series. So in recap, evaluate your skill, decide if you are ready to take things to a professional level or whether it is better for you to wait just a little bit longer, and commit to continuous improvement. These are the standards that not only I'm sharing with you, but that I hold myself accountable to. I want to be improving, and I want to be giving my work enough time and effort to really call it a serious professional career. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you stick around for my future videos in the series of how to become a pro henna artist. And if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and like and share with your family and friends. Until next time, henna on!